Welcome back to Fact Me Up channel. In today's video we're going to journey through one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time, Friends. From behind-the-scenes tidbits to little-known anecdotes, we're about to unravel the secrets that made Friends an eternal favorite among viewers of all ages. Our exploration of Friends doesn't stop with just one video. We're breaking it down into 4 captivating parts, each focusing on different facets of this sitcom sensation. In the upcoming episodes, we'll delve deep into the lives of your favorite characters, the ones who brought the laughter, the tears, and the unforgettable moments. But before we dive into the world of the characters, let's kick things off with a treasure trove of facts about the show itself. Grab your Central Perk coffee and settle in, because you're in for a binge-worthy ride through the fascinating world of Friends. Friends is one of the most profitable television shows in history. Despite the fact that it has ended decades ago, it is still earning Warner Bros. Over $1 billion a year from syndication and streaming royalties, and the cast members earn nearly $20 million as residuals from the reruns every year. In the opening sequence, the names of the 6 main cast members are shown in alphabetical order. As a coincidental result, the ladies' names appear before the men's, and the names also appear from the shortest person to the tallest. After filming the one with the Lesbian Wedding episode, the producers hired 200 people part-time to take calls from all of the complaints they assumed they'd get because of the lesbian wedding. But they eventually received 11 calls in total. The table the group sits at in Central Perk is always vacant for them. If you look closely, you will see there is a reserved sign on the table whenever they enter, to explain this. Except for when Ross and Chandler were bullied and Chandler's hat was taken in the episode The One with the Bullies. There was supposedly no sign at the table at that time. Season 3, Episode 2, The One Where No One's Ready, takes place entirely in Monica's apartment, because the show didn't have a big enough budget for guest stars or additional sets. It was also supposed to be the simplest episode, but during the shooting of the scene where Joey jumps on the chair, Matt LeBlanc dislocated his shoulder, and was hospitalized. Due to his injury, the production was shut down, prolonging the shooting of the episode. Despite the budgetary constraints and the injury, it is still considered as one of the funniest episodes of the series. Even before they became a couple on the show, Courtney Cox said that if Monica had to do a friend, she would choose Chandler. Helen Baxendale, who played Emily Waltham, became pregnant between seasons 4 and 5. She couldn't continue traveling from England, so her character had to be written out much earlier than planned. In her last few appearances, she is wearing heavy clothes to hide her pregnancy. The writers of the show David Crane and Marta Kaufman used a pie chart to track how many lines and jokes each character said, to make sure each actor and actress had the same amount. In the first season, due to budget reasons, there was no street outside of Central Perk, just a painted backdrop, and the window was a little blurry, with many plants in front of the window to hide it. James Michael Tyler was cast as Gunther, because he was the only extra who could competently work the coffee machine on the Central Perk set. He was actually working in Bourgeois Pig, a coffee shop in Hollywood, when he got the part of Gunther, and kept his coffee gig for the first 4 seasons of Friends. The original idea for the show was going to focus on 4 characters, with Phoebe and Chandler in supporting roles. In the early stages, the creators also toyed with the idea of Chandler being gay, but they changed their minds when they met Matthew Perry. They did, however, insert many jokes about Chandler having gay mannerisms. The highest-rated episodes are Season 5, Episode 14, The One Where Everybody Finds Out, with a rating of 9.7, and Season 10, Episode 18, The Last One, with a rating of 9.6. The one after the Super Bowl is the most watched episode in the history of Friends, with a total of 52.9 million viewers tuned in after the Super Bowl ended. 30-second commercial spots to take place in the final episode sold in the UK for £1.2 million or approximately $1.5 million, and was the most expensive commercial slots of any television program in the UK, with the exception of sports. All of the Friends have catchphrases. Rachel's is saying the word "No! No! No!" Monica's is shouting, "I know! I know! I know!" When she's excited, Phoebe's is saying,
"Oh no, oh no, oh no."
When something bad happens, Joey's is,
"Hey, how you doing? How you doing?"
Chandler's is emphasizing the word be.
Could that report be any later?
Could that shot be any prettier?
Could I be wearing any more clothes?
When asking a rhetorical question or emphasizing another word. And Ross is saying,
Hi.
in a really depressing way when something bad happens. James Michael Tyler bleached his hair every week for 10 years for the role of Gunther. His natural hair color is brown. Tom Selleck was initially advised against guest starring in Friends by his agent, since reasoning at the time was it would hurt his burgeoning movie career post-Magnum P.I., by returning to a TV show for an extended run of episodes. Selleck decided to anyway, and it arguably became his most popular role in the 90s, introducing him to a whole generation of viewers. When Tom Selleck made his initial on-set appearances, he got standing ovations, which made his entrances unusable, and they were reshot without the audience. In the first couple of episodes, Chandler's and Joey's apartment number was 4, and Monica's and Rachel's apartment number was 5. However, in the later episodes, they are 19 and 20, because the producers noted that 4 and 5 corresponded to apartments on lower floors, while the 2 apartments were supposed to be higher up the building. The shooting of the final episode of the series, the last one, turned into a real emotional roller coaster for the cast. They were so caught up in the feels that tears just kept flowing as they tried to get through their scenes. This led to lots of touch-ups on their makeup, since they had to keep redoing it.